this or not because I'm just... So one thing that I was just talking about is that fear of, like, America was created with this liberty as kind of the huge rallying points about what this is all about and what we need to protect and what steps and legal things and how do you through words and rules do you protect this amorphous, hard to define thing of freedom. You protect the individuals, you protect those that are on this fringe. And as there is a trend of, with ideas of family values, with ideas of just kind of general frustration, where we start to be less and less tolerant. And it gets more and more dangerous to express fringe ideas and fringe beliefs. And this is getting scarier and scarier because we are now living in a world where if you have some thoughts at 2 a.m. after a night at the pub and you're frustrated with politics or curious about your sexuality or wondering about your religion, and you start talking about that on our current existing social networks, the ones that archive everything forever and the ones that connect those things to your online and real name identity, suddenly these late night ponderings become a part of your permanent record. This has recently become extremely scary to me because, like, when I first got online on the internet, not everybody was online. Very few people were online, and it was kind of like this wide open space where I could express myself and try on crazy outfits and wear my hair differently and maybe strip down to a skimpy outfit, and I could meet people from weird belief systems, and I could argue with them, and I could debate with them, and I could dress funny, I could post pictures from crazy things, and really have no worry that anybody I know is going to see them. And I believed that if I wanted to, down the future, I could always take that stuff down. Well, something happened where over 10 years or so, everybody got online. And even if I deleted things, there are now archive.org and other organizations that there's everything I've ever done online is attached to me. And at the time when I started online, I kind of thought it was cool to like do everything with my real name. And now I realize I would have done that differently. One, because there's things that I said 10 years ago that don't apply to me now, and it's a bummer that I have to, account for it and defend it and explain it constantly. But more than that is that it's tied to my family name. It's tied to every person that ever wants to know anything about me or my family now has access to everything that I've ever said or done. That I've done either at an archived place or on Facebook or LinkedIn or places like that. And so that means that my girlfriend's parents will know all about my politics, my passions, my previous relationships before they ever meet me. That started to freak me out. And I realize that as the whole world is now starting to live online like I've been doing for the last 15 years, that everyone is excitedly and exuberantly living transparently, not really thinking about what this means. What it means is either you're going to have consequences in the future, which, if you're willing to face those, like I, believe that I was, kudos to you. But you will have consequences. And secondly, what was the second thing? That there are consequences. Oh, and even more importantly and worse is that we're going to stop seeing the internet as a place where we can explore ourselves and we can learn about ourselves and we can grow. I mean, when I think about how much growth and how much strength and how much how much better person I am because of the way that the internet has allowed me to explore avenues and ideas and identities, I'm so grateful. And when I think, if I had it to do over now, at the current state of things, if I was doing that all on Facebook and knew that it was going to be linked to everybody I know, I'd be like, whoa, watch what you say. Watch what you do. And it's something I've been thinking about a lot because it's really starting I'm working on this new social network, and it's becoming clearer and clearer to me that the importance of it is less about, privacy and less about, some of the bells and whistles. What it's important to have a place that we can bloom and not worry that if we grow in a direction that we don't want to account for in 5 years, we can let it go and we can be these people online under a pseudonym, under an avatar, under a social self that is not connected to our work life and our professional life. I mean, what you do at a party in person isn't attached to what you do in the office, and yet that's how we live online now. And it's just, I guess I'm bringing it up today because the things that I get so excited about America that have somewhat been bastardized are also the things that I get so excited about the internet that are not being bastardized, but we're starting to accept a state of online living that is, it's a bastardization of what we could be doing and who we could be online. So that's my patriotism and my excitement weathered with my concern and activist bent.